Might show my Anyways, I'm at Central Plaza waiting for bus 14. I think that I have enough to get myself a flower at Central Market. So I'm getting myself a flower at Central Market. There it is. It's now. Anyway, so I'm getting a flower for myself at Central Market, possibly. I have like $3 in my PayPal account and like $3 in my USA bank account. What did they? So I found my priority, but I had noticed that. I'm so grateful that even the leech doesn't approach me to talk to me and say, but that is your priority. Porque as I was observing men, like, why do I like Scotty, but I feel like this other guy that's really tall and pretty is my priority? And I got raped when I was little. So he was little. So that's most likely. I saw him at Central. I didn't grab my phone to take a picture of him, and maybe I will highlight him one day. But I'm trying to protect his identity from like confirmed rape victim with me, possibly. Or if he and I ever hang out, no one thinks that of him immediately. But if you're in the know, you may know that we call me. Yes, based on my life of abuse towards me, and that I was a rape victim that she related with. That's a sadness onto some people, or he may not like. I don't know if it's one of my arranged marriages. So my relatives may have sent my second cousin in there who I've had sex with in orgies, and one that I have feelings for. So I may have covered his hair at the standing, looking like one of his kids, maybe, or nephew. I don't know. So they truly, if they've been complaining that they feel raped just by me being there, that happens sometimes. Or the ladies start saying that just because we left the same building together, I'm in love with them, which is a lie. That they seem like for real what? My vagina being turned on. What else? And my Colombian colleague may be told by his parents, well, why do you go to jail all the time? She doesn't want to give a lesson either, but she does nothing wrong to go to jail. It could be just tolerance levels, like why so much stupidity. I may be more understanding because I possibly witnessed the abuse in my family already happening. He may just know it from the perspective of my family of origin being abused of us. So if there's perfection in his family of origin, those that heard go to jail for the briefing for a little, like Why do I have to help these people? What do you mean world peace depends on it? So it gets exhausting. So anyways, so there's a lot of people I've heard cannot feel, turn on, come, this is something court order. And they go on like dumping it onto someone else, or an illegal prostitute, and I don't do that. I immediately head over to the restroom. But I had already talked about this when I was in my apartment because I just came thinking about my second cousin is 9 years younger. I'm like, what? Let's see. In the shower or when I sneeze. It was so cold this morning, lately. Good on my sweater that I made just and it just got warm. I had to walk her into the building.
Older adults and persons with a disability who require special accommodations may exit through the front door. Los adultos mayores y las personas con una discapacidad que requieren acomodaciones especiales pueden salir a través de la puerta
If there's
principal.
any correlation in that I'm in a homeless shelter where the people
Get there
that
with
abuse
care.
me are,
Don't chase the bus.
and the person
Llegue a
that was
donde
raping
tenga que ir
for
con
being
cuidado.
nearby
No corro detrás del autobús.
with my blood pressure. And she said, most definitely. That's what they do. That's why they linger. Sometimes they want to cause a heart attack and be like, oh, she loved me. She died of a heart attack. Not dumb. I got to sit in front of two of those leeches that steal from me and get in the way of me receiving money. Or maybe it's their kids. Should we uncle leech in front of me? I just bailed out. And I'm thinking of the penalty for everyone that steals from me, that's about to receive money, that stays in my house. That could be the love of my life, my second cousin, rape victim, genocide with me. What got here last night? That's pretty. What else? What else? Hard. Yeah. Anyway, I got a compliment that for not having a cleaning in 5 years, my teeth look great. It could be worse, but I gave myself that compliment. I've kept up with that as much as I could. That whole thing of wait until she gets a cleaning and she'll remember her priority that possibly got raped today isn't true. This is pretty too, but so pluma lookalike now. I already asked it to dance one day and I'm gonna find her 16. Oh, that Diwali day he was there. It was so cute. I was listening to music while screaming, ding, happy rain. I think I had my first heart attack that day. Ooh, so I was listening to music and said he liked that kind of music. I'm like, we should dance someday. What else? What was I saying? Oh, so some of these people got raped. No, I'll stop raping you when Arlene posts about having visited a dentist. Coincidentally, that guy was there at the dental clinic today. Yeah, it's Guilty Health that I picked or voted for years ago. Because there was so many decisions to be made over the homeless shelter. What else? There was not UTSA, or this was a sure thing, and someone suggested, why not ask UTSA? So I don't need to be involved in like how that could have altered people's lives. It's like it's just a decision. If I were to be on a joyride, how would I pick a bus to get on? Maybe the first one that shows up, maybe one that I really like the scene. Anything could happen in those bus rides, such as me being gifted money, meeting a stranger and having sex with it. I'm not gonna backtrack and then try to meet who was in those other bus rides for me to say, well, I could have had a better sex with this. That's basically like how those people that I grew up around try to live. They make a decision and then they find out about every other possibility that could have happened. Is that my bodyguard? So pretty. My picker upper already, or a coincidence, or showing people this is how I open the door for my girlfriend as I'm going along. Show people that he likes it. So pretty. So pretty. What else? But I think I've met their fathers too before. What does this do? Not here for a little bit. And if you're standing, thank you so much for putting yourself out there. Hopefully you didn't get a paper cut or got raped. In the process, I hate your parents for having had to send you. What else? And are those my arranged marriages or Jada's and King Honeys that need to see if there's consent? What's that event planning? Is it bright? Oh yeah, I saw that chart the other day, right? Anyways, I look so pretty. And my leggings and my t-shirt haven't appeared just yet. I may take the voucher tomorrow and check the warehouse, but that's unfair if you made me lose my own clothing so that I'm forced to visit the voucher. Like, I have a right to not visit the warehouse every month. I even for hope. Also, I think the vouchers are only gifted on Thursdays. I have a right to not be there on Thursday and not get a voucher. On Thursday, he walked in or Wednesday, with the clear bag, with clothes in it, and I saw him like, trying to influence people in many ways. I didn't take it as an influence towards me, like, wait, what's tomorrow? Thursday? I should get myself a voucher. So sometimes, like, some standing is just a waste of time. It may have helped someone else. It may have been a coincidence. He may be trying to give the impression that what you can find at the warehouse is just as cute as what he was wearing, and what he's wearing is custom. What else? I'm bored. Oh, your kid is okay. I don't do that either. So if you're watching this, because your kid has a sin, your kid is okay. What Anyways, it was a wonderful morning to listen to this.
Travis Park.
Anyways. And then I have a hard time on that. Get ready for the day, trying to put these ones up to the would have heard like that I would have to stop speaking for a while. I had to, there was a, what's that called, like that emoji? Oh, brain fart, what is it? A few weeks ago, my head did not come apart in school. Tired, I want to take a nap. Oh, so that one that is a haven for is who was trying to take me here. I can't remember. Or was it the one that was at the library? It's hilarious that they leave prostitutes talk about me and him like every day, and I don't even know him. I can't tell them apart. Hopefully, Jesus and the leaders of his already. Hopefully, don't have ideas already. So, was Didi and the leaders of society killed in 2013, 2014? After the Santeros game that I was meant to kill her out, but I missed the market when I was like 19. at a party. I miss the party. And it's unsettled game. So whether she just killed herself that day. Like I walked up to her and gave the go that she could be killed. I just walked up to her, laughed at her, said hi, and then left. What if one could define me being classy? Like you can't beat this. Show class. What else? Anyways, that was a good sign that my blood pressure went down slightly. Let's check the second time. It's like I'm having sex with myself. That's what I tried to explain to the dental student. And in the midst of it, not the first time, it's like if you're my arranged marriage with who you want to be. Maybe if you see an orgy,
Please remain seated and hold on. While the bus is in motion and until the bus comes to a complete stop.
Rolling my eyes.
Favor
Why
de
am I
permanecer
inside of the
sentados y
appointment?
sujetados
I'm
del
living life.
pasamanos mientras
Why
el
do you
autobús
leave
está
it
en
to
movimiento y hasta que este se detenga por completo.
What else? Down to if you've been staying in my homes without my permission. I was thinking that the penalty for you was nothing personal. From me to you, I didn't seek you. What? That's a cute hat color. What else? I'm bored. Supposedly so that Kaylani doesn't ever become homeless. Awareness. I've heard decades ago. What else? That maybe help. I don't know if that was sabotage that they said that. So I would ever say that a person doesn't need gifts or attention based on occupation. So many records that I wrote today too. So, what am I getting for myself from your road? What else? So Mr. Germaphobe ate dinner yesterday or lunch at Haven for Home, Colombia, que mami baby la cocina aquí. It is just testifying. Or I saw him walk into the dining area for the first time. That maybe he'd been there before, and I just noticed. It's a lot of people. But I still don't do well in there. I still don't do well.
Approaching the corral.
What else? I've heard that two people whose parents never cleaned the home or took care of them. Homeless shelters like everything, so they hate it when one complains. They're like, dude, this is better than my parents were. None of my parents were ever dirty. And their situation happened due to these chores that were made. It wasn't lack of cleanliness, it was an attack onto my parents and myself for being clean. What else? I hate the gladiators. I went through this a week, but she was an orphan, I wasn't. What else? I'm gonna die here. Both places.
Approaching Broadway and Josephine.
I love to just have the whole state. They might not mistaken. Yeah. Love for me is hard to find sometimes. What's going up here? Or is it just me? Do I want to rent a vehicle for myself? Take myself to Boston. I haven't been here in a while. What else?
Older adults and persons with
Coincidence or people become my babysitters. Like, I have a life, I'm heading home, shopping, eating, and it's like sometimes energy transfers and people go on like she's tired on by just looking at each other. Like she's tired. What else? I haven't heard that much. I know I've experienced that myself. Specifically in Guatemala. It doesn't have a Walmart because that's where the killings of the people in self-defense get planned. What else? And it provides a service for people while they're out and about, not just restrooms or snacks, alternative clothing, change of tire, vehicle, way late into the night, a new gun. What else? You fuck with me and with my family. That's what I was laughing. A subject that steals from you, it's her daughter, I don't know. While sitting in front of me at Haven for Hope. Do you not know that if you pick the illegal prostitute life, eventually it's going to catch up onto you and they're going to find a way to kill you regardless, even if it's of old age. It's going to be so painful for you. What else? That's the typo with happy hour business. What else? How was Elizabeth's sex life with Charles? They know that I don't mean with that. That's why it's on over the tabloids. That was a mother. What was her sex life? Was he natural birth? Maybe. There. That's in the broken. Are they just wondering, those people are still very how come is it that she's been homeless for 5 years and so far she hasn't had one food as an emergency? What else? Describe nutrition. I've been eating. I just haven't been eating to my liking at the times that I want to eat. If I've managed to brush my teeth. Considering. What
approaching Hildebrand.
Ain't are there people rolling their eyes? They're like, really? There was even gonna be one? I get it after her mother died, but these were plans that we had decades ago. Maybe you and I can be out of there, and then you and I can be at Central Market, and then you and I can be at the Thompson, and then you and I can be at the library, and then you and I can just stay home, and then you and I can be at La Madeleine, and then you and I. And the UNIs that did it is the illegal prostitute that stole from me and my mother. They're so disgusting. I won't ever show pictures of that. They threatened me that they would record and document it. They think they're models. They're stupid. Stupid. What am I doing laughing? Every morning in the door. Is the coral bear now? Last night I sneezed. I'm like, who out of you stole my tissues in my home that I have to be your court order? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Down to my toilet paper. Down to my toilet paper. Anyways, I got mentioned on MIT's technology review. Vote for to go the White House, and I still can't prove that I'm a supermodel because I don't want to. And I've asked people to respect that too. It's like I don't want fame for being abused ever. That's detrimental to the planet and to my well-being as well. So because I can't prove that I am a supermodel to my second cousin for him to brag, he mistreats me. Well, I don't like it though. That's pretty. Thank you. I'm bored. I'm bored. Let's save the children, save the men. Save the children, save the men. Not bad for being homeless, though. I hate a lot of fleece on me. In Texas weather sometimes. The weather's different. What is it? Waits the fleece. I just don't have the budget or the time to shop according to them. What else? What else? What else? What else? What's performance fabric? Beware, I've said this before already. I typed it on Facebook. But there's some people that say, I just wear jeans during winter and I'm fine, but they don't tell you the layers of thermal that they're wearing under. And then you go on and you punish yourself with just during winter time. What else? What else? What else? Oof, become your rescue star. Lovely. But I had this Central Market conversation with many of the penises that I love, even though I don't see them in Puerto Rico years ago. Are you being shown in the news? My videos of me crossing the legs. Where is he? Where is he? And I can't use him because he's possibly very married, happy, and is just there doing me a favor so I don't get raped too. It's like, can you send someone that she's actually had sex with that she could maybe trust, even if it's a person trying to kill her? So she gives the impression that, like, oh my God, like, que lindo es. Like, that's the only way that she would have sex with someone. So so that the ones that she finds unattractive, they're server material to her. Don't go on getting all excited thinking that all of that gyrating is for any of them when it isn't. It's like that's her demeanor. And I say out loud sometimes, like my baby daddy asked years ago, how do I take her to the grocery store without her being sexually harassed or someone else taking her from me? What else, which didn't stop he and I from leaving. But I have incredible relatives, including my parents, that are like, you just take her to the grocery store and deal with it, whatever's the outcome. It's like you don't want someone that doesn't want to be with you. Others that say, you don't want, if you don't, sounds fun. If you don't want someone that doesn't want to be with you, take it to the grocery store and see how it behaves. If you've been together for too long, I want a vehicle. I'm bored. Anyways, I'm getting a flower and snacks and water, visiting the library, and then heading over to leaving for dinner in a second. Based on timing. I'll be going later.